Good day, Dream Builder. In this video, we're going to talk about 7 ways that you can get started generating seller leads in this market in 2021 and beyond.
What's up, Dream Builder? Are you someone who's interested in creating a life by your design through all things real estate? Well, I can assure you, you are in the right place. Join me, your host, Casanova Brooks. I'm an award-winning real estate agent and investor as we uncover the top tips, strategies, and the mindset of the top real estate entrepreneurs across the world. Stay locked in because we're about to go on a journey that will change your life.
The first way that I love to try to generate quality leads is through utilizing funnels. Now, if you don't know what a funnel is, funnels is something that helps you to get conversions. A lot of the times when you're using websites, that's great, but if you don't have a way to be able to drip on them and more importantly, convert them into just a looky-loo or a prospect into a buyer or a qualified lead, then you're losing a lot of the battle. So that's the first thing that I say. Now, you can utilize ClickFunnels, you can utilize you can utilize lead pages. There's many of different funnel platforms out there, but make sure that you're utilizing funnels. The second way that I love, and this goes along with utilizing funnels, is making sure that you create helpful content. Making sure that you create content that sellers are going to want to read about how you get their home prepared, the top 5 things that you want to do if you are trying to get maximum value out of your home, the things not to do when you're selling a home. All of those things can be helpful, and if you're adding value through education, that's when a seller is going to look at you as the go-to expert in the area. Now, the third thing that I absolutely love is to create remarketing campaigns. And the reason being is because a lot of the times, the first time that they see you, they don't really know you. It's just like in any sales process. It's going to take them 6, 7, 8 times. And it maybe even takes some social proof of somebody else sharing something that you said, or somebody else recommending you, or even liking your Facebook page, or giving you a endorsement on LinkedIn. All of those things work to your benefit. So make sure when they're going to your helpful content, when they're going to your website, that you then turn around and you remarket them, because then over and over when they see you, eventually they say, okay, I'm thinking about buying, or even better, I'm thinking about selling. Of course, that's why we're making this video. They think of you. So use remarketing campaigns. The fourth thing is specialize potentially in a niche market. And so what do I mean by niche market? Everybody's out there just working with traditional buyers and sellers trying to do existing homes, but maybe you decide to partner up with a new construction builder where you can offer new construction homes. Of course, everyone always loves new. Maybe you go the investor route where you understand the traditional, but you also understand how to work with investors. That leads to a lot of loyalty, because a lot of the times when you're helping a traditional seller or even a buyer, that's once every 5 to 7 years, the National Association of Realtors says. But if you're working with an investor, that could be a couple times a year even. That could be, a portfolio in one deal. So make sure that you can specialize in something different. It could also be land acquisition. It could be foreclosures. Any of those things that help to separate you. So when you're in a niche, people know this is who you go to for that specific area. Now, the next thing that I love to do is to put on a party. Now, this could be a party for a past client if you have a couple past clients, or you can use your friends and family and you invite people there. Now, of course, it depends on when you're doing it, because we are in a pandemic, depending on when you're watching this, and maybe we just got out. So maybe not everyone should be coming, but make sure that even when you market this, you want to do a VIP list, right? Everybody wants to feel exclusive. Everybody wants to be a part of something that's VIP, very important. And then also they want to have an experience, and you're the person that's going to put on that experience. It's great if it's a past client, because you bought them this house, and most likely, or you helped them buy this house, and most likely you're going to help them sell this house. So then they get to say, oh my God, we had a great experience. And again, that's that social proof. So I love that. And all you have to do is maybe you sponsor the drinks, maybe you sponsor the food. If you don't have the funds to do that, then you partner up with a lender, or you partner up with the title company, whoever else would potentially be involved in that transaction, and you get them to sponsor it. So all you had to do again was create the experience. Now, the next one that I love is expired and canceled listings. And I'm not talking about something that just expired in the last 30 days to 60 days because they might be a little bit burned out and they're probably not going to be receptive to you reaching out to them. But what I am saying is anyone who's expired maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago before the market got crazy hot, because those people probably still want to sell. And maybe they're just a little bit gun shy and they don't know who to go with because they didn't have a great experience with their last agent. This is where you come in. This is where you show how you're different because you're utilizing funnels, and that's how we're going to get buyers in, and you're creating helpful content, and that's how we're going to get buyers in. And you're also remarketing buyers so they can keep seeing the property and they say, hey, you know what? We should really take a look at this. All of the things that you were doing to attract the seller, you're also utilizing that to attract more buyers, which then for a seller, they love because now they have the potential to really sell their home. So be thinking about expired and canceled listings. Again, go back 2, 3, 4 years because those are the people, if they still haven't sold their home, they're probably getting ready to sell it because they see that the market's hot. This has got to be the best time since last time was not. The last one that I absolutely love is circle prospecting. Now, what is circle prospecting? Circle prospecting is when a house already sells in a neighborhood. What you're going to do, and you can use, there's so many softwares out there like RedX and many of other softwares that will give you the data. But what you do, you could even go door knocking. You door knock on the house next door and you say, hey, I don't know if you know, but this house just sold and it sold for over asking price, or it sold in 1 day. So most likely it was at least at asking price. Potentially even over asking price. And I wanted to see, I have buyers who are qualified who would love to be in this neighborhood as well. Unfortunately, they missed out on this home. I wanted to see if you would be open to potentially selling your home, right? And they might say, yeah, but where are we going to go? So of course you create a chain with that, but more importantly, you have a potential lead, right? And if they say, nope, we're not open now, that's okay. That's totally fine. Do you know anyone else in the neighborhood who would be potentially open to selling? And if they say no, say, okay, great. Well, I am going to continue to service this neighborhood. I do love it. I want to be able to keep the home values up. If you're okay with it, I would love to just keep you educated on what's going on in this neighborhood and also what's going on in the market. Don't need a lot from you, just your email, and I'll add you to my VIP sellers list. That's all you have to say. What are they going to say? No, most of the time, if they don't have a son or a daughter, or even if they do, a lot of the times they just want the information. People want to be in the know. So from there, they give you their email list and then you add them to a weekly or bi-weekly or even a monthly newsletter that you send out to sellers. And what do you put in that newsletter? Helpful content, which we already talked about. There you have it. We're going to do a quick recap on the 7 ways that you can start generating seller leads, qualified leads in this market in 2021 and beyond. Number 1, make sure that you're utilizing funnels. That's going to make sure that they convert and you don't just get a whole bunch of looky-loos. Number 2, make sure that you're creating seller content. Make sure you're creating content that they're going to find valuable and they're going to see you as the go-to expert. Number 3, make sure that you are utilizing remarketing campaigns. Why? Is because the more that they see you, they see your content, they see your face, the more that they're going to think of you when it's time for them to sell. And then probably you're going to get the buy as well, because everybody has to move somewhere. And even if they're not moving into your area, now because you've earned their trust, you could probably get a referral off of that. Number 4, make sure that you specialize in something different. It doesn't have to be your main thing, but make sure you can talk new construction, or you can talk investing, or you can talk foreclosures, whatever it might be that helps to differentiate you from the pack. Number 5, make sure that you host open houses, and not so much open houses, but host client appreciation parties, right? It can all go hand in hand, but the whole focus for you is you want to create experiences. Bring in some of your real estate partners as well to let whoever that seller is know, and potential sellers and even potential buyers, that you have a team of experts around you. Number 6, make sure that you focus on expireds and cancels, but don't just do the ones that have expired in the last month or 2. Make sure you go back 3 to 5 years, because those are the people who they're seeing the market and they really want to sell, but they're a little bit gun shy. And last but not least, make sure that you do circle prospecting. You can make phone calls or you can do door knocking, but those are the people who they're seeing their neighbors just sold, and they're seeing that they sold $10, $20, $30,000, some even $50,000 over list price. price, and they're thinking, wow, our house is a lot better than their house, or we've done a lot more updates than their house, or we have more bedrooms than their house, we should be able to sell as well. And because you put the seed in, and because you were the one who asked, you're the one who's going to get that listing. So hopefully this has been helpful. If you have any other comments or any ways, please drop them below. But I'm going to continue to bring videos like this on how you can level up your brand, your credibility, and your real estate business. But I need you to do me a favor and smash that like button if you got any value out of this. Also, make sure you subscribe and click on that bell notification so you keep letting the YouTube gods know you want to see more of this content, and I'll catch you on the next side. But remember, in the dream we trust, you just got to take action. See you on the other side.